Hello folks, Frank Bellamy again. We're at a garden, one of our gardens, and this is one of our experimental gardens, meaning that there's some things that we're playing with, some inexpensive ideas that we're going to toy with to see how it works out. If you look down, Michelle, these are some of we're doing beds this year. We're doing beds, raised beds in this garden. Last year in this garden we did a traditional garden where we plowed it up and we had rows, the traditional rows. But in this particular garden you can see it's sloped. So what we had here, we had part of the garden was holding water. When we got a heavy rain, we get water sitting in certain parts of the garden. So last year when we had the corn, we had almost no corn grow here because it was low and wet, and the corn growing in the back, and up front there we had most of the corn to grow. And it grew pretty well, but we wanted to do something different. We wanted to be able to grow items, grow produce in all parts of the garden. So we decided to use raised bed technology this year. So what we did, we used the tractor and our blade on the tractor. So we went along after we tilled and disked it, loosened the soil. We took the blade and we scooped it in rows. So we bring along the blade up, put the blade, bring the blade up, bring it down, scoop another row, and go on and on and on until we eventually came up with these rows. So we ended up with 9 rows in this particular garden. So right here, what we've got growing here, this is radish. Radish is an early, quick-growing crop. So this is what we've got. You can see it's taken hold. We started this inside, and from seeds we started inside, and now it's we transferred it to the native soil here from potting soil, and you can see it's starting to take hold and starting to grow. You can see the radish is really starting to come alive. So over here we've got some lettuce, a few lettuce coming in, and more radish. One of the things that you notice here, we've got cardboard. We've got cardboard next to the mounds, because what we found out from, you've seen the other videos, Maurice Small, the urban gardener guru, he suggested that we utilize cardboard as a means to hold moisture in on the mounds, because we had a problem when we made the mounds. We were watering every day because the sun would dry them out. But what we did, Maurice suggested that we use the cardboard, and we got this cardboard from a local thrift store. We got the cardboard, and we put the cardboard, and Michelle, if you look back here, you can see there's still some moisture being retained behind the cardboard. So what this allows us to do with the garden, it holds moisture for a much longer time. And Maurice also said that it grows worms. Worms like the dark places, so worms and bugs grow in the garden. He said, well, why is that? Why would that be a good thing, have worms and bugs? Worms and bugs create a more rich soil. So now we're growing worms and bugs now at the base of our garden. Now you also see that we took mounds of soil, because I was also concerned with, is the cardboard going to blow away, with the wind? And how would I keep the cardboard in place? So we took mounds of soil. I just took my shovel and popped out some of the earth and put it against the mounds. So we've got cardboard on all the mounds holding the moisture in. We even have a few pieces of corn that's popping up. A few pieces of corn that's coming up now. We got some onions and a whole slew of tomatoes back here. A whole slew of tomatoes. We got some tomatoes. These are cherry tomatoes and some of the traditional tomatoes that we've got coming up. So this was all started from seeds. And this is some lettuce. You can see what lettuce looks like when it starts out from seeds. And also over here, these are some beans that we started on the inside. You can see that they're coming up nicely. And all of the rows we've got the cardboard holding the moisture, growing bugs, growing worms, because when the worms eat through the soil, and they eat in the soil, the worms also poop. And the poop is good for creating a rich soil. These are beans, these are green beans that we put in from seeds. And it's been about a couple of weeks, Michelle? couple of weeks we've had those in, and now they're coming up. So we got green beans coming up. Got another full row of green beans coming up from seeds. And some of the other rows we put corn, and we're going to put other vegetables, produce as well. Now, one of the other things that Maurice said, Maurice Smalls out of Cleveland, urban gardener guru, suggested that we do more than one planting a year. So you do more than one planting, you're going to have more than one crop. So, you know, if you plant every 2 weeks, you're going to have a crop. So you're able to harvest more times during a growing season. So those are some of the things that we're experimenting. This is inexpensive things that we've done, and we want to share it with you. This is Frank Bellamy with Michelle on the camera, and it's time to grow. It's time to sustain your family. It's time to grow the produce that you know where it comes from. Keep in touch. We love you.